Appleby, and I'm bringing you more Gambit Cup action. And today's matchup is going to be ISU versus SAS Winners League style. We have... Wait. Oh, I thought I was doing ISU versus SAS first. Never mind, I'm doing GT versus IWL first. Okay, I was confused, because I thought I was in casting this. But apparently I am. Alright, that's fine. I thought I was in casting this. Story time, everybody. Because there was some miscommunication, I guess you could call it, between the teams about whether the series is being played or not. As the live viewers probably know. Whoa. Wait, is something wrong with my screen? Can somebody confirm that my screen's still working? Wait, I'm not live. Okay, something's wrong. Is something wrong? It's okay? I can't record, yeah. Okay, apparently my screen crashed. Alright, so starting over. There was a bit of miscommunication between the teams and the organizer about this. Because, for whatever reason, GT thought that there wasn't going to be a game today because the Invitational was being played. And the Invitational has a bunch of GT players in it. But this isn't the first week where that's happened, and we just played anyway. And during Winners League format, most teams it won't be an issue. Although for GT, it can kind of be an issue. Because GT, while they had a team with some awesome players on it, and one of the most talented teams, they also have one of the smallest rosters. So it's like a roster of 8, and then 3 of them or something like that is playing in the Invitational. So they're working with a very small player pool, and then it's a matter of how many people you can get to show up. But it's Winners League, so it doesn't matter. If T-Tax is the only player that shows up, T-Tax could still win it. T-Tax could still win it for his team. But we shall see. Anyway, T-Tax going for a very fast third hatchery. Going to be seeing some 3-hatch needleless out of him. And Funny is doing the standard pairing stuff, 1 rack FE, again gas. So, 3-hatch needleless versus standard pairing. We're going to be a little bit less aggressive than we were last game, but moving into what Canvas third normally looks like nowadays. Okay. Right, reading the chat. Man, I forgot to get a water before the chat, and I could really use the water right now. Oh well. Oh dude, if I had that mini fridge, it wouldn't be a problem. I saw online that you can buy a mini fridge, and the fridge is only big enough to hold like a can of soda. But the cool thing is that it plugs into your computer with a USB. And I was like, that's so awesome. It's totally impractical, but it's so cool anyway. And if I had it right now, I could flip it open and bust out a soda. So maybe it isn't that impractical. Anyway, Funny's going to be going for a fast bathroom. Nice. And T-Touch, not throwing it away yet. Throwing down very fast Sunken though, which is rather peculiar. Kutek scouted his opponent out and saw that he only had 5 Marines, and wasn't building another barracks. So it's kind of weird for him to be already getting the Sunken up. Now, the Sunken's going to help deflect some Vulture aggression if that's what Funny's doing. It's probably what he's going to be doing. But he could have delayed it back. And a lot of what it is to be a top-level Zerg is to be able to delay stuff like building Sunken until you absolutely necessarily need to. So it's a little bit surprising to see Kutek do that. And second factory going down, and another fast armor. So we can see the same thing from Funny that we saw from Terror, and we're going for Goliath first. And it does look like it, because both factories are finished, and not producing anything out of it yet, and we waiting for the armory to finish. Interesting. Second state aim with a mass Goliath strategy. Goliaths are such an awkward unit to use against Zerg, because they're almost okay against everything, but not really good versus anything. I mean, except for high-tech units. They suck versus Defilers or Ultralists, but not talking about that. Whoa. But not talking about them. They're pretty good versus Zerglings, unless the Zerglings getting close somehow, like from a high ground or something, then they're pretty bad. And they can be good versus Hydralists in some sense, but in massive numbers, not really. And they're bad versus Mutalists until you get the upgrade, and then they're good versus Mutalists, but then they can still be micro down if you don't keep them together, and Goliaths are kind of awkward, have awkward movements, so you can sometimes catch them alone. And then they're bad versus Lurkers, but if you micro them correctly and split them out, they're good versus Lurkers. So this is a very peculiar unit for this matchup. We'll get to see how they do against Mutalists. Pylon booster upgrade almost complete. It's going to be just around the right time. But here come the Mutalists. The Mutalists going to fly into the worst position possible on top of 4 Goliaths and 2 turrets. But backing up before losing anything. And are you going to be able to focus on Fly Devo? Yes. Funny's trying to get his Goliath here, and now the upgrade finishes, so be able to hit them, but not until after Fly Devo goes down. And Kutek's going to back off a little bit. He should be able to still snipe this. Yes, he's going to go back into snipe this Fly Devo. He's a little bit more careful. There we go. He could avoid fire from the cliff. I don't know why Funny was so bent on keeping his Goliath up there. He could just move him down like that. But Funny is spamming the turret. He's running a lot of turrets considering that he's going for Goliath. Part of the benefit of going Goliath is that you don't have to build that many turrets. So it's kind of weird to see him build pretty much the maximum number. Throwing down 3 barracks is going mech bio instead of bio mech. That's just weird. You've already invested in the armory. You've already invested in 2 factories. I guess. Okay. Well, I guess if you have the 2 factories, you can go for a large tank style. Peculiar. Most players just are under the opinion that if I already have these early factories and the armory and some of the upgrades and Goliaths out, I might as well just go mech. This mech is really, really good. But I guess you need the armory, you don't need the +1 for mech, but you need the armory. Well, I guess you don't need the armory. You need 2 factories in siege mode to be going for Laser and Bio anyway, just to be able to get out a good number of siege tanks. So I guess he's not really losing too much by switching back to Bio. Anyway, he's up. little bit sloppy with the knife right there. He was getting a couple good kills, but got overeager and ran to a nice sniper turret. There's lag. Oh wow. There's a good amount of lag. Okay. Are we gonna finish this game and I'm gonna fix the lag? Anyway. Where is the... Oh, no Queen's Nest, yes. She kept sticking with, layer-based units for a while now. He has a couple of workers up, but workers are gonna do nothing against the players who went for the, fast factories and a lot of tanks. Starport now coming out, so he'll be able to have protection. Ooh. True has not been able to do very much as the Mutalist, and because of that, I really like Funny's position in this game. He's going to be able to expand pretty soon, and once he gets up to 3 bases, he's going to have a very robust army to work with. You know what? If it's not bad for that many people, I'm going to restart it now. So, be back in 60 seconds.